Hello everybody, it's Jordan the Computer Scientist here, and today I'm going to go over what I learned so far in JavaScript. Now before I start the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. So I just started learning JavaScript on Codecademy recently. I haven't been doing as many lessons as I could have been doing because math just started and I'm taking 2 math classes, but nevertheless, I'm still progressing and I just finished the first section. I'm going to go over what I just learned in the first section. After each section, I'm going to go over what I just learned just to really drill it into my brain, because teaching is also a form of learning. Now here we go. Let's hop into VS Code. I have a JavaScript file and it is called practice.js. So the first thing I'm going to go over is printing something out to the console. So here we're just going to do console.log, and then inside of here, single quotes, we have hello world, put a semicolon at the end, and let's run that. Now, as you can see down here, we have hello world. Now, it doesn't matter if you use single quotes or double quotes, but you can't use one in the other at the same time, if that makes sense. But you can use singles or doubles. Now, for comments, it's basically the same thing as Java. 2 forward slashes, and then this is a comment. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, let's go over variables. So, from my understanding, we don't use var anymore. So var is short for variables, but now we just use let and const. Now let is what you use when you want to create a variable, but you want to be able to change the value of that variable later in the program. And const is what you use when you do not want to change the value of the variable later in the program. So for example, we can do let x equal 4 and x equals 8. Console.log x. And it's going to print 8 right here. Now if I would have gotten rid of 8, let me just comment it out, and let's reprint, it should be 4. Yeah, so you can do that. But let's say that we changed let to const. As you can see, we have an error because you can't change the value of the variable if it's a constant. Now, as far as math operators goes, it's basically the same as every other programming language. You know, plus, minus, the forward slash if you want to do division, and the asterisk, hopefully I pronounced that right, if you want to do multiplication. So I can do console.log 5 times 5, which will give me 25 in the console. I'm going to clear this out because there's a lot going on down there. And I'm going to run it, and as you can see, I have 25. I can divide it by 5, and as you can see, I only have 1. Next, I'm just going to go over like some math functions. I'm really just going to go over 2, the random function and the floor function. So the random function gets a random number. If you multiply it by a number, it'll just get random numbers within 0 to that number. So for example, if I were to do console log math.random and then multiply that by 100, I don't know if you say multiply, but it's multiplying it by 100. Then if I run that, as you can see, I get some random number, and it is 43.827. That's very long. I don't want to repeat that entire thing, but so right now I just put it to 1,000. As you can see, we have 531.02691. This is very long. Now, if you don't want the decimal or the float or the double, however you pronounce it, not pronounce it, but however you say it, we could do math.floor and then put the math random inside of a parentheses. And then what's going to happen now is you're going to get a random number between 1 and 1,000, but it just won't be a decimal. So now I have 494, as you can see here, which is perfect. Now, the thing I really do like about JavaScript is that a random number generator is not as difficult as Java. Not that it's difficult in Java, but it's not as complicated. It's more to do in order to get random numbers out of Java, and this is just better, in my opinion. Now, finally, I'm just going to go over some concatenations. So now, in order to concatenate, all you have to do is plus and then variable name. So right now I don't have a variable name, but I'm just going to put my name is, and I'm going to put a space so it looks like an actual sentence. Then above that, I'm going to do let name equal Jordan. I forgot to say this. So whenever you're declaring a string, you have to put the string in quotations. A number doesn't have to go in quotations. A Boolean doesn't have to go in quotations. Now, after my name is, all you have to do is plus, and then, like I said, variable name. This is just crossed out because I have name here. I don't know why it's doing that, but you know, whatever. And as you can see right here, I have my name is Jordan. If I were to change this to like name 1 and then this to name 1, you'll see that it goes away just because name isn't in the same vicinity. But either way, let's add something else. So after name 1, we're gonna just say our age. So I'm gonna let age equal 22, and after that I'm going to print out and I am, and it's gonna print out age. So it's gonna say 22. So let's run that, and as you can see, my name is Jordan and I am 22, right there, right in your face. But there's a different way to concatenate, which is very cool, and I can't do this in Java unless I can and nobody's told me. With name1, I'm just gonna put it in curly braces, right? I'm gonna put a $sign in front. I'm gonna do the same thing with age. And instead of using quotation marks, you have to use the backward ticks. Now this is basically gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna run this, and you're gonna see my name is Jordan and I am 22, see? Also, another thing, you don't have to use semicolons. Of course, I'm going to use semicolons, but you don't have to use semicolons. So I'm going to run this. I just took away all the semicolons, and as you can see, I don't get an error. It's just, you know, my name is Jordan, but I'm still going to use the semicolons just for good practice, and I'm kind of used to it from Java. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I can think of right now. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Join my Discord. The link is going to be in the description, and my name on Instagram and Twitter is Jordan the CS. Thank you for all your support, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.
I'm insecure still, and she started